So if you've got a kid between the ages of 3 and you're looking for something that makes reading feel easier and actually enjoyable, Hooked on Phonics is probably one of the programs you've seen come up. It's been around for years, and while the format's evolved, the goal is still the same: help kids learn to read in a way that actually sticks. Nowadays, it's built as part digital lessons, part monthly box with books and workbooks, and that combination gives kids the opportunity to absorb the same skills just in different ways, through games, storybooks, handwriting, and short guided videos. And it all moves in small, manageable steps, which is great if reading hasn't been their strong suit up until now. So in this video, I'll walk you through how it works, what kind of kid it's best for, what you actually get, and a few things to know before diving in, so you can decide if it's the right fit for your family. Now, the main plan that most families go with is that combo of both app and a fresh box of storybooks and practice workbooks each month. You can start with a $1 trial and everything is included, so you'll get a feel for the full experience right from the start. After that, it's around $16 a month with shipping included, and what you're getting each time is a new set of materials that line up with the next batch of lessons in the app. So if your child is working on short vowel sounds or blends, the printed books and workbook will reinforce those exact skills through writing and reading. It makes things feel a lot more connected and a lot more hands-on. But if you prefer a one-time purchase instead of subscribing, there are bigger bundles available. Those are packaged by level, and you can get app access for the year. Now, it can cost more upfront, but if you're homeschooling or planning ahead for multiple kids, it's a nice way to try it out without feeling locked into a long-term commitment. So the core of the program is built around synthetic phonics, which basically just means teaching kids how to break words into sounds and blend them back together. The app splits that into 2 tracks, one for pre-readers focused on letters and basic sounds, and one for early readers who are ready to start decoding words on their own. What's nice is that each lesson is short and to the point. Quick video, few interactive games, and then a decodable book that only uses those new words that they just learned. And that last part, it's a big deal because it creates a loop. Learn the skill, practice it, then use it to read something themselves. It can build confidence in something that might have been a struggle before. And if you're already thinking this might be a good fit, we do have a link in the description with the current $1 trial offer, and that'll usually come with discounts or bonuses you won't find if you go straight to their website. All right, then you've got the monthly practice pack. Storybooks, a workbook, a sticker sheet, all tied to what's happening in the app. So instead of 2 separate things, it all clicks together. Your kid might learn the ch sound in the app, trace it in the workbook, and then find it in one of the printed books. That kind of layered practice really helps it sink in. And as a bonus, the app also includes Hooked on Spelling and Hooked on Math. And these are not just little extras, they're full programs built into the same structure. So if your kid is flying through reading, there's a natural next step without switching tools. Plus, you can set up multiple learning profiles under the same account and download lessons ahead of time if you'll need them offline. There's a simple progress tracker and some helpful recap emails so you can get a quick view of how things are going without needing to check in constantly. So the setup really works well for families who want a routine without having to build one themselves. The app tells your kids exactly what to do next, and the boxes show up ready to go. You don't have to decide when to move on, and you don't need to prep anything. That's a huge plus if your schedule is already packed. It's also a solid option for kids who haven't quite clicked with reading yet. Maybe other programs felt too fast or too scattered. This one breaks things down into small, clear steps and ties every new skill to something they can actually read. That kind of early success can really shift the whole tone around reading. And if you're the kind of parent who wants to be involved but doesn't want to feel like the teacher, this is a great fit. You're there to encourage and celebrate progress while the app handles all the heavy lifting. Now, there are other options out there for teaching kids to read, and if you looked into Reading Eggs before, the difference really comes down to structure. Reading Eggs uses a spiral learning model, so basically it just mixes phonics with sight words, games, general literacy activities, and moves kids through content in a broader, less linear way. Now, that can be great for exposure, but for kids who are just getting started or who have struggled with reading before, they're really going to need more step-by-step instruction. Hooked on Phonics, on the other hand, is focused on synthetic phonics and following a more predictable path. Each lesson builds on the last, and the physical books help them with handwriting and fluency practice. So it's not trying to cover every subject, it just does this one thing really well. Now, there are a few things to keep in mind. The app can occasionally freeze or lag, nothing major, but it does happen. And because lessons are strictly linear, there's no way to skip ahead if your kid already knows the basics. You might need to go through a few review sessions before reaching new material, and the games can feel a little repetitive too, especially if your child moves quickly. But for a lot of early readers, that's kind of the point. Repetition helps it stick. Overall, this is a well-designed system for helping kids get comfortable with reading. It doesn't overload them, it doesn't try to do everything, it moves at a pace that actually builds confidence. And if you'd like to give it a try, there is that link down in the description. It'll get you the $1 promo and usually some better deals than you'd even find on their own website. So feel free to check that out if you're interested. Also, if you'd like to work with us or sponsor a future video, just reach out using the email in the description below. If you found this helpful, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And if you have any questions at all, just drop them in the comments. I do my best to reply to as many of those as I can. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate you being here, and I will see you in the next one.